Good morning, everyone. Hey, sorry, I'm talking to my dog straight away. Seats. Too excited. A sunny 8 o'clock, bang on. Kinloch, Hourn in the Scottish Highlands. And we're heading towards Barrisdale. Oh, I pronounced that right. Kinloch, Hourn. And this is the track. Left the car at the car park, just about 200 yards on the right there, overnight car park. You have to pay, but it's well worth it. I think the bloke keeps an eye. Seems he worries about people being out in the mountains and likes to know who's in and who's out. Not because he's nosy, but because he cares. You too, booze. First 20 minutes I've got to keep them calm. Once they've calmed down and burnt a bit of that first energy off, then we'll be fine. I'm filming it on the iPhone at the moment just because everything's hectic first 10-15 minutes. Fuse. Once they've burnt some energy off, they'll be fine. Another 10-hour drive. A spare at the moment. Yesterday I'd already walked the dogs 8 miles, got home, and I've been ready to go to Scotland for about last week and a half, but the temperatures have been like crazy. We've had heat wave, and where I am in the Midlands, it's been crazy. It's been balmy, 31 degrees Celsius. I'm guessing that's about 90. For the dogs, it's just too much. It was bad enough for me. Fees. I've got to be strict on them first 10-15 minutes. Only 8 cars parked here, but yeah, a drive for a track that comes down, weaves through these mountains. And I don't know if on the video it looked high, but trust me, it's a crazy track. Another 22 miles of doing like 20 mile an hour. You can't do no faster, the roads are just too crazy. They're broken, potholed, fused. I'm going to crack a few heads in a minute. And very weavy and very tight. Not them, the roads I'm on about. Fuse. So, temperatures, and we're out for 4 days hopefully. The 4th day we'll be coming back. Temperatures are supposed to be good today, good tomorrow, like 25, 24, but different weather apps and websites give different temperatures. And this 3rd day is going to be about 19 degrees and cloudy, but the 4th day is going to be a bit wet. So, but we're coming back, so we don't mind. Views. If I crack one of them in the head, they'll know. So to kind of give you a general idea of where we are. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen I did Loch Arkaig, and I also did Loch Nevis to the south-east Buffy. Now, over this range of mountains, which you can't see because this is all in the way, to the south is Loch Nevis, south-east Buffy, and the route I did. And then beyond that range of mountains is Loch Arkaig and Loch Mora, and Glenpean, Glendessery and that area, which I did even before the last lot. No, so right drop into that. Sorry if I'm making too much noise, but gotta stop her doing anything stupid. She loves water. Please. So going back to my point, yeah, spur of the moment, shut off. After doing an 8-mile walk with the dogs, had something to eat, quick tidy up the house. My gear was already packed, car was already fueled, and shot off 9 o'clock last night. Got here, I think about 7:10 in the morning. But we stopped twice, and I just took my time, and I've also fueled the car up on the way, so that it's ready for when we go back. No flapping about. Now, I've never done this. I've just seen the videos, I know it's up and down to Barrisdale, where there's a buffet, but you have to pay, but it's nothing much. But we're not stopping at no buffet. We're going to be pushing out into the Knoydart, which is wilderness again, and getting away from people. But I don't think there's many people up unless they've been coming up in kayaks or boats like that over there. So yeah, it's getting warm now. It's only 8 o'clock. Now this is well known, this area, for midges, but with this breeze and the sun coming out, they won't show their face. They like it calm and a bit overcast. So I'll catch you a bit later on, once we've got this first 20 minutes of burning them two off. He's come to pick us up. I wish. But it's lovely on there. We've just walked through a jungle out there, really overgrown, and you had to crouch to get through the trees and the bush, and you're worried about ticks. I bet we're already covered in. And as I say, there's hardly a breeze. Around that corner there was a lovely breeze. Foos! I don't want them ahead. Don't know what's up ahead. If I'd done this walk before, I wouldn't mind so much. But until I know what's there, I'm taking the lead. Getting the chance to be down there. Right, kit. I don't know if you saw the short video I put on YouTube. I've got the Hillyberg Anaris. It's like a tarp shelter, like it reminds me of a Zapax. And is it a Zapax duplex or something like that? Reminds me very much like that. Well, obviously some strong material with the Hillyberg material. Pack wise, I've swallowed my pride. I've slated Osprey Atmos so much because they squeak and never fit me and so on, but I needed one with ventilation. Last time you saw me using the, whoa, hold on, is this where I go skating? Could be a good fall in the very beginning, couldn't it? Hope the lot don't come up here. Look, but it does when in the winter. Anyway, yeah, you saw me using the AK-70 pack last time. Dog's been silly. Yeah, last time you saw me using when I was on the Cape Wrath about 6 weeks ago, using the Crux AK-70 pack. It was lightweight, tough, waterproof, everything was brilliant about it. First 3 days, you saw with the videos, had crazy winds, and I was nice and cool. Then that last day, I said goodbye to you, not realising how bad my back was sweating with the pack. Now we're picking a breeze here. I took the pack off at the car after I'd said goodbye to you. My back was saturated. So, because we had no wind that fourth day, sorry. Obviously it weren't cool in the back end and I wasn't getting enough ventilation. So, no, good try, but no. I'm looking for the perfect pack. I like the Bora for winter, you know, the Bora 80 is brilliant, but not good for these kind of temperatures, you'd sweat, your back would be soaked. Using new Black Diamond carbon FLZ, fold up hiking trekking poles. Sorry, I thought I was showing you. So it's the tent or the tarp shelter, more or less. The pack, which is a used one, and it isn't squeaking. Still not sure about it. I'm trying to love the Osprey Atmos AG65. You need it because I'm carrying so much dog food, you see. And the trekking poles. So them three, and I'll see how I get on. Listen. Apart from these two noisy too. Saw a load of deer on the way up, right by the road. Saw some Highland cattle, you know, the ones with the great big horns. Now they ain't too bad because they're quite decent, they are. Yeah, you come across them, they seem a bit docile, but these had calves. Seen a load of people parked around the Glencoe area and Loch Etive area, Turnoffs, King's House and all that. Unbelievable people parked up there. When I came down here, a load of people parked by the side of this terrible road, and these Highland cattle were rubbing with their horns against the cars. I was like, oh my God, it's bound to scratch the cars. And of course, Mummy there with the big horns was rubbing against this car, teaching the calf to do it, and lo and behold, the calf was doing it. I think it was chewing some of the bumper. I would have cried. So this is Loch Hourn, I believe. I haven't looked on my map. I have got a map, but first 20 minutes or so, it's just hectic, you know. You've been driving 10 hours, you've had no sleep. Breakfast was a small bottle of Lucasade and a Mars bar. Really healthy, but tons of sugar. And that's what you need in the morning when you're a bit fatigued. First wet bit. But yeah, I don't know how people do it with tripods, set them up. It's bad enough with me with these two dogs. You see people set off on their trails and they've got the tripods out and they walk past them. I couldn't be doing all that. Too much hard work. I'm carrying enough. I've got to put up with these monsters. So beautiful. Plan is to get up higher, not on top of anything, because that shelter will take wind, but if the winds pick up and get crazy, probably wake up with it all blown off us. But get higher up where there's a bit of a breeze so there's no midges. Also want to get some good views. Be nice in the evening if this stays like this. Sitting on like a half Munro, let's call it one of that. Not quite on the top. If it was just me, I'd do it. But again, with the dogs, when things get dark, they don't realise. They'll go running off after something, straight off a ledge. There's only so much you can teach them. Just taking it nice and steady. Look at that cloud still hanging around the base. You too. See, I turn my back. Views. As I say, no race because we pitch where we pitch. There's no target. The plan I hope to do, and I say hope, it's all weather dependent, is get from here to Inverary, which is the other side, but there is a pass. There's like a very faint track that leads from Barrisdale up, not over the Munros, but in between. I think it goes up 1,500 feet. but it'd be some nice views, and then comes down the other side. What the hell is that? Black. Is my eyes bad? Very black, isn't it? Can we have rocks that black? Is that a jacket? Oh, someone's left a jacket. Nowadays with the COVID, you can't touch anything. Everything's like the plague. That's obviously full off someone's pack. Hopefully they've gone that way and they'll come back and pick it up. Right, I don't want to leave these videos too long again. I keep doing that. Right, cut you off here, see you further up. See what I have to put up with. Fly Butte. Lovely bridge, but the dogs can't get to the water. It's too steep. Rebel, here, please. We'll find some further up. Boundary streams all running down. Oh, I better move on. No, no, no. Sound like a right bossy person, but I have to. Too dangerous to get down there and not get back up. Quite steep. A lot of rock around here. The ferns hide it. Very rocky. Oh, this is what it's like, the track. At least it's, you know, there's a track. But it's dry. But coming back when it's wet, some of these rocks are a bit greasy. And you've got to be careful. That's why I want to live there. Views. Sorry, I'm moving my poles about. That'll do me. With them views. Not bad. It's hot. And it's 4 minutes to 9. Don't know if you can see that down there. Look at that. How clear the water is. You can see, like, I don't know if it's seaweed or some kind of something like that growing in there. This is a tidal lock, so they can't be drinking any of that. Sorry, I had you zoomed in. Please, behind me. I bet we're covered in ticks already. It's all ferns, really high ferns. So, not much you can do. Take it nice and steady. Pack weight today is 42.5. It seems to be a kind of going thing with me. 5 pounds of that is dog food. I would say probably 4 pounds is mine, because I've got 4 days of them dehydrated meals. Then there's a camera, that's about 2 to 3 pounds. Some orange juice, that's 2.2 pounds. Then there's well, it's all dog lead, bits and bobs, extras, you know, the camera gear, batteries, charger, things like that. They all add up, don't they? That tent is 2.88, and that's not counting pegs. And I have got a separate ground sheet for it. I haven't bought the Hillyberg one. I think they charge £90 for it. Wow. I might try and find one second hand somewhere. I won't be paying £90 for a ground sheet. I used to use Tyvek, but I tend to find it gets soggy in the really wet conditions, and it does wet out in the end. I know there's different types of Tyvek, but if you start getting the thicker ones, you start and get back in the heavy weights again. So as I say, when the food, dog food's gone, my food's gone, and the pop's gone, I don't know, I'm guessing be about 25. So it's not bad. As I say, if I didn't have to carry the dog food, it'd be much easier. But hey ho. Looks like we're going to have a good day. So, no rush. All this does, oh God, it goes up there, I think, over that top. All we do is go up, down. But I knew that. I'd seen them on the YouTube videos, people saying exactly that. Not much water about. I'm surprised. I guess because of the hot weather we've had. It's dried even the little streams up. Dogs did find a dirty puddle a minute. Well, when I say puddle, it's like PT bog area. But they drank it. They'll be fine. They'll flush through once we find some decent water. So yeah, water might be a shortage around here. As I say, can't drink that. Right. Push on up there. Don't look steep, but trust me it is. Whew. First real water I've seen, apart from that bridge. Very dry around here. So they'll be uppermost in my mind tonight. Well, later on when we're looking for a camp. Make sure we can find water and have it nearby. Very hot day. Just saw a guy, he's walking up there. No trail, he's just going straight up. He's older than me. Look, this is what we're going through. Stella's lost her grab tag. That's fits to the collar and it's great for grabbing them rather than having a lead. It's obviously caught on the ferns and dropped off. So hopefully when we come back in 4 days time, I know it's a shot in the dark, we'll be able to find it. Don't look like many people have been through here. This is what we're like, and obviously this is tick heaven, isn't it? Oh dear. Right, see you wherever we end up. Still going, a lot of ups and downs. On one side there's no breeze, this side there's a breeze. So on one side you're getting cooked because there's nothing, not a millimetre. And this side, it's nice and refreshing. Every now and you get a nice cool breeze like now. Oh, about halfway to Barrisdale. It's been tough going, I must admit. This is what you're walking on 1 minute, next minute there's broken moorland, and then you're doing some stones. When I mean stones, I mean like big slabs. It's going to be fun if you go skating on this. But this is what it does, bring you down. Thank God we're not going over that one. I hope we're going round. But it's been bringing us down and back up and down like a big roller coaster. And of course, that's hard work. I mean, all you want to do is just go around the edges. Makes sense, doesn't it? And then this is what happens. People decide to go up there, but you've got to be careful you don't turn an ankle on that. Right, I need both hands. See you around the corner there. No, second choice, I'll have this one for my house. I bet you could, if the loch tide was right out, walk along the loch some places and cut out a lot of the steep stuff. This is called Runeval on the map. It looks like it's been done up. There's some kayakers or something. I don't know if anyone's in there. Might be leased out private. It's got windows on it, so I'm guessing it does get used, especially with the kayak boats there, unless someone's beached them there and then carried on walking from here. Don't know. Bit easier now, leveling off. Thank God for that. About halfway to Barrisdale, but if it's like this, it should be much easier going. So overground, I took Rebel's grab collar off and put it in his bag. You can see how it gets hooked. And then, shame. I doubt if I find Stella's on the way back. You never know. It's one of them things. These trees have been lying there for hundreds of years. Looks like we walk along here all the way. Thank God for that. Right, take some photos. Now we're in a beautiful shade. Uh-oh, one of the dogs been sick. Don't know what he's eating. Probably swallowed a fly. Now we're in a really beautiful shade by the lot. It must be, if it's say 19, 20 out there, it must be about 10 in here. That much of a drop. It's like being sticking your head in the fridge. Beautiful. Look at this. Which one? Over or under? I think we'll go under. What I do every now and then, I point to the edge to the dog and say, look, you know, dogs are not stupid. It's only when they get carried away. Now they're calming down and tiring, they start switching on. But if I see something that looks dangerous, I stop and I watch that. It's not the fact they understand. Oh, there I was chatting to you, and a guy come round and he had a dog with him. Of all the places, and bump into someone. So that's when the grab tabs come in handy. So you can just grab the dog rather than have him on a long lead. I'm showing you this purposely because people want to come along this. I haven't seen this on any video. I've seen the ups and down bits, but it seems like people, because it's hard work, cut it out. So I want you to see how overgrown and shaded areas, just in case you want to take this walk. I hope they're not eating ferns. I can't see what they're doing because I'm too busy knowing where I'm going. See, like here, you've got ledges. Watch out. So that's what I tell them, and they'll look. I might fall down a steep drop. Right, I better put you off. But you get the idea. At least it's cool. Listening to the birds. Some are parrots. Got a lovely breeze here. So I'm getting the dogs cool. Within 10 minutes, dogs will be nice and chilled. Is that cool here? To be honest, it's only, I would guess it's only about 19, 20 out there. But when you're hitting the dead ground when there's no breeze and you're carrying load, and Rebel's carrying a pack, and Stella's an old girl now, we all feel it. I'm old as well. What beautiful views though. It's a right mixture of terrain though. Ferns, nice track now. Drop-offs, I couldn't stop back there. Some really steep drop-offs, and if the dogs took a wrong step, they'd be straight down about 10, 15 feet, straight into the lot, and no chance. So that's why you train them. You use a prong collar. I know people say lots of bad things about prong collars, but trust me, if they're used correctly, like anything, they work brilliant. And you use a prong collar when you start doing places like Kinloch in the Peak District, or go somewhere in the Lake District and train them. So when you bring them here, they don't need a prong collar anymore because they've learnt to take that line. Whereas in the past, they'll try and get beside you, or they'll try and get in front of you, you know, and you know what it's like. You can barge them sometimes with your legs, and that's all it needs, and boom, they're off the edge. Now they learn to stay behind me, and there's no messing about. As I say, that first 10-15 minutes, they're just so pumped up. But I don't know, I was hoping the lot goes right out and then you can walk along a beach, but I don't think it does. As I say, the videos don't show much of this. You'll see like Barrisdale, the area there, you know, the Buffy and campground. But very few show the trail, actual trail, so people can get a kind of idea what it's like. See, like here, you've got roots sticking out, which I nearly tripped over. Got plate holes, not too boggy, but I'm guessing in the winter it'll be terrible here. Like everywhere in Scotland, just a swamp, innit? Right, pushing on. Give you last views. Basically, you need a machete to cut through it. Not here, you don't. It's lovely here. Alright, catch you in a bit. Just having a rest for a minute. Topped out of water. Added another £4, nearly £5 to my pack. Don't know if there's water at the buffet. I've seen a couple of videos and I think there's hot water but not fresh water. You have to go and get your own. So rather than go looking for it when I get near the end, I might as well carry it for the last 40-45 minutes. It's over this crest, down and around to the buffet and the campground. The plan was always to have lunch at the buffet or outside, somewhere in the shade, let the dogs rest, get a good hour rest, and then we've only got about 2-3 miles up, but at least we'll be refreshed, refueled, and out to the hottest part of the day by the time we do set off. And then we'll camp somewhere halfway up, and I think it's 435 metres. I picked a spot, 460, something like that. Not very high, but high enough to be on a ledge and get a breeze. And hopefully near some more water. Because that won't do, that'll only do for lunch. Right, we're going to push up there in a minute and back into the sun. I replanned because I was getting dehydrated. You're sweating so much and you're not drinking enough. So, chilling out, cooling down. They're raring to go again. They've had plenty of fresh water down here, so they're fine. Such a beautiful area. But the ferns, what we come through is that. They're higher than me. We must be all covered in ticks. So we've got them crawling in the air. We'll find out tonight. What a beautiful day though, and a beautiful location. I think this path goes right over that crest there, just before that knobbly bit, and then hopefully it's all downhill. Right, better go. Wish me luck. I've been puffing at it. There's steep coming up there. Now we just follow around. Should be easy now. Thank God for that. Need some breeze now. Oh, just got a bit. It's amazing what a little breeze can do. Oh yes, please. Find a camp spot later with that breeze. Be perfect and good views. And if you can see, there's some mountain range right in the distance there. Try to zoom it. I don't know what it is. Sorry, I don't know this area at all. I'm learning it. Have to do this one again. Whew. Let's see if you fit. I see Cape Rafters say this can be a bit hard on them. This is up and down, up and down. And twisting turns as well. But we're finding more water up this way. Found a couple of good streams with clear water. So my pack now is weighing nearly about 47 pounds. I've given up. What do they say? Going light. Yeah, don't think so. And it's got to be 22 now. And that's no exaggeration, because there's just hardly any breeze. Look. Wow. Look at the monsters. We'll tackle them after lunch. Yeah, sure we will. Just met a lovely young lady. She says there's only about 4 or 5 people down here. Well, tents that is. So, not many people at all. She says midges are a bit of a pain. But I doubt it at the moment with the breeze. We'll see. She says them ked flies are running around as well. They are a pain in the backside, they are. Don't know where this path goes from here. Once I do a track once, then I'm brilliant. But I've got to know this track. I wonder if we go straight down. It looks like it, doesn't it? You see the track down there? I reckon we go down, all the way down. God, she was carrying a heavy load. I was over that, a backpack full of cushions. It was massive. And she was doing really well as well. It didn't even look like she was struggling. Of course, I put on my, no sweat kind of job. Carrying my my pack. Then after she went, I was like, oh God. Right, I got to put you away, I'm going to fall over. But you get general direction, we're going down. But look at the views. Wow. Oh, tide's out. Looking at that white spot halfway up the mountain. I figure out what it is. Can't be a rock. Whew. Nice breeze here. Nice mountains. I think people climb them. Rather than me. It's a slug. That guy back there, he looked up one like that and he goes, I'm going up that. I goes, really, how? Where's the trail? He says, oh, I just make my own way up. Wow. There could be holes, there could be everything there. Right. And Boffian campground will be around here somewhere. God knows where we're going later on. Probably in between that pass there. I'll find it in the end. Oh, the tide does go out, doesn't it? Right, they're leading the way. Look at them. Hey, you two. I think she's at the beach. Rebel. What's he chasing? Rebel. Foos. I don't know what he's picked up. Deer smell. Right, put you away. Wow. Having a rest here. Boffy, as such, is just further down the trap. Stay there, you two. You can rest. Stay. If you see what it's like, a blazing trail down there. And here, look, beautiful shade. So I thought, Stella come walking over here and just sat down and lie down, so I knew she was getting hot. But that lady said there's midges up near the buffet. But look, I'm looking for midges here and there ain't. Oh, now I talked a couple. But this could be a good spot to have lunch. We're in the shade, it's quiet. No other people. Just check and see if we start getting obliterated with midges. I'd prefer to be out in the fresh air, in the shade. Lie down, Stella. You wanted to lie down. Plats. Just watch and see if the midges get them. If they do, we'll carry on moving. Rebel, leave that. See how it goes. Give it a few minutes. Just leaving the buffet and the campsite on the right. Had lunch. Didn't enjoy my lunch at all. It was a mountain house, eggs and bacon, but for some reason it didn't taste right, so I fed it to the dogs. I could have stopped down there where everyone else is pitched, but I need to push on about another 2 miles, not far. We're going up this pass here. You'll see it, where you can see some tracks and trail. Looks like there is a trail up there. But I need to get up high-ish and find a level piece of land that isn't boggy, and then we can pitch. Time is 3 o'clock, so we're through the worst of the day. Whoops, rolling on pebbles there. It'll still stay hot to about 4 or 5, but we're taking it steady. Dogs have had plenty of water, they've been fed. Had some food, a coffee, a plate of water. So, yeah, it's hot. A lot of people back there doing the Munros. Oh, one bit of good news. The grab tab that Stella lost, someone found and brought it into the buffet and says, you ain't lost this, have you, mate? So we're back to full gear. So thinking positive worked, and there's a lovely breeze here. If I can get a little higher and get a breeze, we'll be sorted. Right, catch you further out. So we're going up that one. I'll put it dead centre, that basin there. Straight up and over. Try and find somewhere. I can see a ledge from here. Wonder if it'll be any good. We shall see. And it'll have beautiful views over the lot. We shall see. Also, I need water. It needs to be nearby. There's trees as well, which gives us shelter from the sun. Even better. I was following the trail up. We hit a lovely waterfall with a plunge pool. I can soak my feet. We can cool off and wait there till the sun goes down. It's in the shade. No midges out yet. But I looked and I could see a flattish area around up here. And look at the views. I've got all the way around the lot, the bay, down to the Boffey. Don't ask me where that goes, I'll have to look on the map. And all the way around, nearly a 360. I mean, this is all behind me. But the thing is, if I carry on up that pass, I'm sheltered by both sides of the mountain. So I'm going to lose the wind. And here, there's a lovely breeze. And once I get that tent up with a shelter, if this breeze continues, because we're I don't know how many feet, I'm guessing 500, 600, 700 feet. It might be enough, because down there it's all like a bowl, sorry. Again, you've got a mountain there, that's shielding it in some ways, and this is all shielding it here. But up here, look, and what views for the evening. I don't know which side the sun sets. I should know all this, shouldn't I? We might get a sunrise over there somewhere. If the sun sets down there. Right, I'll show you where. I was going to carry on, and then I thought, hold on, it's baking hot. This ground is all safe, there's no holes. Be ticks and midges anywhere. But I've got water supply not far away, so I can really fill them up, carry plenty of water over without killing myself, and then have great views and a good breeze. And I don't know if you can hear it, you can see it, look. It's enough to keep you cool when you stop, and especially under a shelter. That's if it continues. And at the moment, no bugs or anything up here with this breeze. But as soon as it gets dusk, I'm guessing it will all change. But unless I was right up, and we'll kill ourselves getting up there, we could go somewhere up the next level. But it's going to kill us. Look, she's getting tired. So I'm going to get her to the water. Come on then, Stella. Get her back to the water. I've got to think of her. You always think of your weakest link, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean she's her age. She's 11. So we sit with the water. Dogs get plenty of water. I can get plenty of water. None of us will get heat stroke. If we carry on up there, we're going to lose water as well. Right, great idea, I think. It's going to do for me. That's what I wanted, you see. Rebel won't get right in it. Stella has, she's been right down. Look. That will cool them right off. Wish I could do that. I will get my feet in one. Bags are down there. I was looking for them, they're gone in this plunge pool. You want any more drink? Go and have a drink. Sorry if I sound childish, but what I'm trying to do is keep encouraging the soak. I wish Rebel would get in it more. Go and have a drink if you want any more. No, she's had enough. Right, don't shake near me. You finished? Go on then, have a drink. No, but she'll go right in here. Look at it, lovely. Look at it, submerged her. She'll have a little swim. Now, if that ain't cooled her off, nothing will. And that's what she wanted. You see, it's gone really hot. So what we'll do is we'll go down to the bags. Look at it pouring off her. She'll cool right down now, underneath in the shade. Right, we'll get down to the bags down there somewhere without me breaking my neck. 4 minutes past 5. It's cooking outside, but look, the tent provides its own shade. And if the sun comes around that way, which it won't, because it's going to set behind us, but if it did, we could get change and go over that side. So now you see why I wanted this tent. Look, it's unbelievably cooler in this area here than just out there. And there's a breeze coming across, so we won't get the midges at the moment. Water's just down there, so it's just round the brow. And look at the views. So I can sit here and relax now. I've got a hat on just in case the sun gets behind me, because I'm making sure the dogs have all the shade they need. It's jumped. It's about 26 degrees easy. And I think all the sites I checked weren't saying any higher than 25. Some were saying 19. It's no way 19. Down there, where the boffy is, where there's no breeze, it's absolutely cooking. Now they can use the kitchen, but there's 7-8 tents, and there's got to be a good, I'm just guessing here, 15-16 people. And to have 15-16 people in that kitchen, it's not that big. I know you've got 2 separate little rooms, but you know, you'll generate your own heat just sitting in the kitchen. You're better off sitting on the hill in shade with a cool breeze. But sooner or later, you're going to have to come out of that kitchen and go in the tent, and down there, their tents will be cooking. There's no shade except under a tree, and I don't know if anyone's got a pitch under a tree. Look at us here. We're in the shade. And look at the views. They ain't got all these views. So, yeah, big thumbs up. And they haven't got a plunge pool, which I am going to stick my feet in later on. See, I could even sleep in there by myself and have the dogs sleeping out here if it's cool enough. Can't see how the midges go. I pitched it. It's not perfect. I pitched it at home in a garden where the grass is firm. At 125, it seemed too high, so I brought it down to 120, and that seemed perfect. But as you can see with the ground here, it's all over the place. It's not bad to have a pitch on, but the poles could go up even higher. I think I've got them 130 now. They could even go higher. But the good thing is, on ground like this, if the rubber was rough, you could really pitch this tent down. Yes, you'll get more condensation, and you know, breathability won't be the best because it's got no vents or anything like that at the top. But you could hunker it down. I reckon it'll take 25-30 mile an hour winds. I wouldn't like to push it any further. I mean, look at these. I've got sunburn, I know that. I put suntan cream, but you sweat so much coming up and going over them hills that you just sweat it off. And there's no point putting suntan cream on sweat. It ain't going to work. So what I'm going to do is, as the shade progresses, because that sun will set behind us, I think. It's 8 minutes past 5, so give it half hour, have a little rest, then I'll get the dogs down the water, get them soaked, then get them back here as the sun's getting lower. They can cool off here with a gentle breeze, hopefully, and that soaking will kind of even cool them off more. Have to see what the weather's like tomorrow, because I can't push them much further in this heat. I want to go all the way to Inverary, but we'll have to assess that tomorrow, see what the weather's going to be like. I've cut it short by about 1.5 miles. I wanted to push on further about 1.5 miles, but this was a perfect spot. And listen, apart from flying here. Perfect. I'll have to check for ticks later. I have to check myself for ticks later. See, they could easily sleep out here and I could sleep in there for an hour, easy. But I'm not that tired, to be honest, even though I've been on the go all day. I'm worried about the sun catching me around the corner here. I might have to swap over in a minute and go over there. I'm not going to move the dogs. I want them settled. Right. We're chilling time, and then I'm going to get some water. That's going to be fun, carrying water up. But once you've got it up, it's up. Right, see you in a bit.